Bonjour. Welcome everyone to my last Bailey video for 2023. I know it's sad, but don't worry. I'll be making videos in the new year. Now Bailey, this video is something you brought upon yourself. Why? Because in my last video I said this. If Bailey replies to this video in any way, the next video will be about her. And guess what she did? She left a comment before the video was even released. Is this a little mean? Sure, but I feel no sympathy for her as she has done horrible things. Now it's really sad because I had actually planned a different video for the last video of this year. The good news is that video will be the first of 2024. But now we come to Bailey. Bailey, oh, Bailey, you're an idiot. Not only you, but also your friends. Now, I don't want this to just be more screenshot reading, so we might stop now and then for people's thoughts or experiences with the Brat. First is screenshot readings though, so let's get to those.
JessViv155, hey, do you have Discord? I want to discuss something important to you in private.
I do not want to discuss anything with you. Thank you for understanding. Goodbye, and please don't mention me ever again. Now, just to never message me again, I am going to block you.
Will you quit being a dick? I want to apologize something to you and it's important.
Yet you accuse people who don't agree with you of falsely reporting your channel.
Well, this comment meant one of two things. Either you forgot that you said this.
Whatever. Your channel has been reported anyway. You won't have anything to say when they take down your channel.
Or you think your report on my channel wasn't fails, which I cannot know for sure, but I'm pretty sure my content not only falls under fair use, but also is completely within my right to make.
Prick. Fucking moron. Throw as many useless insults, name calls, fucker, two can play at this.
You mean two can play at this game? Bailey, you might want a refresher when it comes to sayings.
I am filing a police report on you when law enforcement finds out what you have been doing. Have a happy new year after your channel is deleted. You have no right to bully people, spread rumors, and boycott people who don't agree with you. Shut up and drop the act.
You need to file a report in my state to take me to court. You have no idea how the law works, do you? You have a happy new year too, and I do know it is better for you. No one has the right to bully anyone. I am simply doing call-outs. Rumors imply that what I'm spreading is not true when I have proof of it with the screenshots I share in my videos. If I was boycotting Bailey, I would be withdrawing and avoiding her, not making videos on her. Do you not know the definition of words? Are you just using them willy-nilly like a cock in the wind? What act do you want me to drop? The one where I pretend to be French. The one I have while I'm in Bailey's server. The one where I pretend to be the president. Please be more clear.
In the words of UGF Bailey, the authorities have more important things to worry about than online drama. There are screenshots of her behavior, and if you don't want to believe it, that's fine. But you can see her posts yourself. You are on her FB, aren't you? If you don't think she has a problem and she's perfectly innocent, then the problem also lies with you and anyone who condones her behavior.
Oh, this. We'll get to this a little later. Just put a pin in it for now and we'll continue with the video and the rest of the screenshots.
You told me I was falsely reporting you. That was an accusation. I have already filed a police report. You and a bunch of others are gossiping about Bailey's actions. The fact that you stole my profile picture is what provokes me to file a police report. It's obvious you don't give a damn, putting more pain on me after I am dealing with the death of my grandfather, who fought cancer and lost.
Gossip isn't illegal. Also, I address most of this in my comment to him, because you said that my channel was reported. As such, it would lead me to believe that you had reported. Good luck with the police. No, I used your PFP for a thumbnail. If I stole it, I'd be using it to say that it's my face and my PFP. I am not claiming ownership of it. If you are dealing with something like that, then I think it would be best to get offline and spend some time with your loved ones rather than internet drama that Bailey is forcing onto others. Take care of yourself.
They sound like rumors. She literally sent a screenshot of her message about sending the candy in her community tab.
Prove it then! If you have no proof, I have no reason to believe any of this. This moron's version of calling people out is an injured horse that needs to be put down. This is as ridiculous as skimpy clothing in a court hearing. Uncalled for and inappropriate.
Okay, for more info, the image with Plankton says, well, this sucks and the post was made 2 weeks ago. Now you should find it.
You can stop now! I've filed a police report and reported the channel with all the offending videos. Can't wait to see this blasphemy go bye-bye.
I didn't know Bailey was a god. When did she ascend to godhood? And don't say you didn't call her a god. My videos are against Bailey. Thus this would be blasphemy against Bailey, and the definition of blasphemy is blasphemy, the act or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things. So, you either don't know the meaning of the words you are using, or you think Bailey is a god. Which is it? Are you stupid or that much of a simp? Pick one.
By the channel, do you mean Bailey's one or Blue Spy's one?
Blue Spy!
Oh, why don't you want to answer questions?
Also, when is the court case?
I can't wait.
Also, just to let you know, we have screenshots of the comments you've deleted. I don't think deleting them didn't do much.
The most reporting these videos to the police is gonna do is make them investigate Bailey for stalking minors online. Besides that, you must be high if you think they'd care. And if the death of your grandfather is that depressing for you, you shouldn't be wasting time with stupid internet drama.
Even if I'm still upset with you for taking my content, but when someone else sees this response video, you'll definitely be in trouble by that person from somewhere, like it or not.
1. I feel like you didn't watch the video. 2. It isn't a response video, it's a rant and call it. 3. Then get me in trouble. You already have people trying to report me. By the way, if they happen to succeed in that, I'll be posting my videos elsewhere.
1. I am watching the video and listening to it. 2. Rant, call out, response video. Same thing. You may not see it, but I do, because when it comes to rants and responses, it's the same thing as making a response and rants together. 3. You deserve being reported and arrested for taking people's stuff and exposing their creations. It's called stealing and theft. It's against the federal law to steal things, especially online, and you're definitely going to be reported to the police for your actions too. 4. And my friend Elijah is already upset and angry with you because you took one of his images for another video you make, and he already contacted his local police to you for your actions.
1. People usually leave a comment after they finish watching the video to avoid being in the wrong, as in the video I'm calling out an art thief. 2. No way aren't. Response means someone spoke to me first. I started that rant, so it wasn't a response to anything. 3. Then all of the commentary community needs to be put in jail. Same with people who make countdown videos, fan artists and animators too. You would go to jail for the Steven Universe video on your channel. Can't forget My Little Pony, the creators would go to jail for taking from the older gens. Oh, and your PFPs from Roblox, that's stolen. 4. He should stay away from internet drama. If he can't take the consequences of his actions, that's his fault, and plus he never politely asked me to remove it.
Hey Bailey, I must ask, why do you have an issue with people using your videos and calling you out on YouTube? And Bailey, you've stolen art before, and had even stolen Candy's art before? I don't think the cops would be on me and Blue Spy's door anytime soon, because my mom was a cop, and me and my mom have been laughing at you and Elijah, and it's ridiculous that you called the cops because you think we're online bullying. We aren't. However, I think they would be looking more into you because you obsessed over and harassed minors. Hell, you even threatened a child's life.
Is it Sky Garden behind that alt account? Also, I am planning to release lone commentary video on Dreamer Studios and being sure going up against this conflict about Bailey. And also, I'm planning to do another response video on YouTube to that person you exposed.
Still, none of that fucking matters, and what matters is that you taking useless content for your work just to make yourself feel better and make everyone look like they're not any better. That's not how any of this work. Taking useless content is still prohibited of stealing, and it's still theft. It's a federal law to take and use someone else's stuff. You may not exactly or highly understand all of that, but it's still wrong.
You're like a kitten hissing at something you don't like, only far less cute.
1. I am still surprised you're using my real name. 2. Reason why I have issues with people like Blue Spy, because people like him or whatever the YouTuber's gender is shouldn't be allowed to be taking stuff that's not allowed to be taken. For people like my friend Elijah or other people who are not comfortable or fond of morons like Blue Spy to be posting people's stuff. That's like literally Dreamer Studios and UG's job to expose people's stuff, not Blue Spy's. But still, it's just against the law still to be taking people's stuff no matter what your different perspectives are. I'm gonna be highly honest with you. It's not just exactly me that you target about for reposting Candy's artwork. There's like bounds of dumb people who see and view and accidentally reposts or use her art for like what reposts and profile pics. Yeah, I've seen dumb people do that a lot around social media. Just you wait when someone else on social media uses Candy's art for a profile picture, then you'll see who's targeted for what the person will cause besides me.
Gonna be honest, I don't understand what you are trying to say. So, calm down so you can type proper as you can. And try it again. Maybe I'll understand when you try retyping it with a level head and not a hot one.
Okay, so what you're saying is you don't like it when people use your videos in theirs, and to you that's considered stealing. And with you reposting Candy's art without credit or her permission, by your own definition, wouldn't that be considered stealing as well? And I'm not exactly sure why using Candy's artwork as a profile picture has anything to do with this conversation. As an artist, I hope you realize with you getting mad at Blue Spy for using your videos, you are doing this same thing what Blue Spy is doing when you're reposting Candy's art.
We come back to this comment from the start of the video. We had a convo, so I'll have the bot read it.
I would appreciate you if you quit doing this annoying bullshit. Ranting on me or other people is not the healthiest way to get your revenge and making you feel good about yourself and making others feel like they're weak. You need to start original videos of your own stuff and quit screenshotting useless content.
Bailey, thank you. This comment means a lot to me. You have no idea. I greatly appreciate this comment. Have a wonderful Christmas and great rest of the year.
Thanks. So that man, you're gonna delete it? Cause really, I politely asked you to like stop doing this, meaning like literally stop and just, delete this?
No. Then I'd have to make a new one on short notice. Plus I gotta get started on one more video. My last for the year, I can't go deleting videos now. Also, I never saw you ask politely. Politely asking would have no curses. You would have said please, and it would be structured like a request, not a demand.
You keep saying that making call-out videos is unhealthy when it isn't because you're a lateral danger to minors, but then you do the exact same thing on Facebook?
Well, I asked you politely in that one comment to stop doing this crap, which also means can you like please delete it? And when I say stop, that means like please delete, and I'm pretty sure you know how to delete. You just choose not to, which is an unfair response.
I know how to, but if I do, I wouldn't have a video to upload for Christmas. I can't do that. I have to get started on a New Year's video. I can't start work on a different video for Christmas. Plus all the work I put into the Christmas video would disappear. How is that fair to me for my work to disappear? I mean, would you want your work to be taken away if you made a video like this? I mean, my New Year's video needs a lot of attention. It's gotta be a big bang, so I have to start early.
Well, when you have that posted upcoming video that has my friend Elijah's picture on it, that issue is upsetting him. That's why I'm asking you to take it down, because it's not used to entirely use.
I somehow doubt that's the reason you want it taken down, though I'm unwilling to remove an entire video over one element in the thumbnail. Plus, if he wants it taken down, he needs to tell me with a civil tongue in his mouth. I will not be yelled into submission by you or your friends. Now, I am a very busy spy. Lots of work around the base and videos to be made.
At everyone, does anyone know this DeviantArt user? Because this image has been mentioned by this annoying YouTuber who has been taking and screenshotting useless content without permission. My friend Elijah Walton and I are putting a stop to this YouTuber's actions. It doesn't matter what this YouTuber is doing for his or her work, and what this YouTuber doing does is highly wrong, and also doesn't matter what this YouTuber says. This YouTuber is violating a theft violation. So for those of y'all who know this DeviantArt user, please the DeviantArt user who got mentioned in Blue Spy's video, please ask unusual bandless fee spread thwart everyone stoppy bistrily YouTube. Sorry for the tag, but please help.
Oh, you are trying to expose me just because I addressed your criticism, or you just stand up against people's rights who support freedom of speech? Well, you might be Skygrid or Dissolved, or her crew is trying to beg for attention and goes out of her way and forcing someone to change instead of moving on or doing something else. This is your last warning. You wouldn't even like it when you face the consequences. No one owes you anything or apologize to you, unless if you change your ways, then we might letting you go or having a chance to have a civil conversation. Doing some bad things to expose certain people for your own benefit will result you getting reported or suspended from YouTube.
You didn't address shit. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. You can say what you want without being arrested. That is what freedom of speech is. Not an alt of Skygrid or anyone in her crew. I don't associate with any of them. Also, I'm gender fluid. He, him, she, her, they, and other pronouns are fine when referring to me. Oh no, my last warning, fuck off with that. Go ahead and do what you are gonna. I'm not scared of you or the others. I don't want an apology from Bailey. I want her offline. I want her off the internet altogether. These callouts are to warn others about her since she's obviously a danger to minors. Bailey doesn't need to apologize. She needs to stay away from other people until she can human properly. Just checking on you. Have you eaten today? Staying hydrated? Do you have any medication you need to take?
I saw videos of her years ago. It was on Dreamer Studios channel, and I had watched a couple of seconds of them, but not really the full thing, so I went to check her out. And we got to talking, and we ended up on Discord, and I was a friend of hers for a while. I use the term friend loosely. She seemed to use me as an emotional battery, draining me whenever she wanted to, and had wanted to talk about things she wanted to. I was always there to back her up and say things that she wanted me to. Never really getting into conversations of stuff I liked. She was obviously against me and my personality, as I am a person who is in the LGBTQ, and she hates that. Every time I would try and bring some sense to her, she would just yell and scream and say, "Stop, I don't want to hear it." She's not open to change. She's a bully, a brat, and not willing to listen to anyone else. She even said that she wanted to apologize to me, but never did. I currently have her blocked on all social medias. I don't know what else to say. She's just not a good person. Stay away from her if you can. And Bailey, if you're hearing this, I still don't forgive you. Stay away from everyone. You aren't welcome in my communities, and you're not welcome in the communities that have children in them. Get out.
Welcome back to this horribleness. We have more screenshots to go through. Now we go back Brian, who apparently thinks slurs are okay.
I've addressed a lot of evidence about this situation. Our slur, the only time that some poor people and I've been associated against Dreamer is that ending the situation for good. But you were also trying to revive it from being dead after a year. Check on your notifications, which is my community tab. Then you will find all the allegations against him, and all our thoughts about this drama is nothing but a waste of time. And you really think that you aren't scared of everything, but there's still consequences. Will be the worst for you facing other people who's worse than Bailey. You don't have a right to get someone else's channel taken down unless if a person is considered a serious threat that doing something illegally on the internet. The only thing that you can do is that you can either move on from this situation or see it for yourself. You might realize that what you were doing was completely out of control, and you might realize that what you might either get busted by certain people or trolls.
Wow, calling a person with autism the slur like an ableist. Daring today, are we? Now come back to the present day and call me a motherfucker like an adult instead of a petulant child. Or would you prefer to call me the F slur too, since I'm in the LGBT+. I'm not reviving old drama. If I was, then I'd be trying to get you, G and Dreamer, to make new videos on the situation. This is a new drama, thus anything about the old drama is irrelevant, generally. Unless it is to show a pattern of behavior, but I have yet to bring up the old drama. You have, Bailey has, I haven't. I never said I wasn't scared of everything. I am not scared of you. You are correct when you say I don't have the right to get someone's channel taken down. Fortunately for me, I'm not trying to get her channel taken down. I'm trying to run her off the internet. That might be hard for you to understand, so let me explain. I want Bailey to get off the internet and leave. She can leave her social media active, but I want her to stay away from the computer and the internet unless she has to for work. That's not the only thing I can do. I can make dozens more videos, and I can call police to her house or a SWAT team, or I could send a glitter bomb to her house. I'm not going to, unless she endangers a kid in real life or something like that. Or she gives me permission to send her stuff, but otherwise, this stays online for me. I won't take this offline unless someone else does first. If what I'm doing is out of control, then what do you call what Bailey had done? She still comments on Dreamer's stuff when he posts. She's the one who can't let this shit go.
I've addressed a lot with evidence, dipshit. Check out all of my videos on my channel or in playlist about this drama is pretty much dead. If you want her offline because she's a threat to minors as you claim, then why you aren't taking actions by sending a report to YouTube for her content to be reviewed? Or even you can report her to the police department about how she's a threat to minors. That's actually what you do and the consequences will take place. Also, if you're going to expose Bailey on your channel or social medias, then take any real suspicious evidence containing something that is posted illegally and not about Bailey complaining that you have in the video and make it clear about the situation, other than you just doing things for attention and begging for people to agree with you about it. So if you think that exposing Bailey can make her lose her channel, the truth is that it won't work at all, since Bailey would just ignore you like always and you won't even get the community on your side for the call-outs you're doing. Look what I addressed on all the videos between Dreamer and Bailey are true. She isn't danger as you claimed, and she is just a troll. If you think that you're still taking trolls' ways just seriously, even you don't know how to handle your own hate, then it wouldn't be mine that you will see someone who's worse off than Bailey, an obvious threat or dangerous that can take you down more than your alt. And speaking of freedom of speech, not all people can do whatever they want. I'll tell you on how things are freedom of speech all about, but you still obsessed with that person over like 7 years, and honestly, you don't even had better things to do ever since you waste a lot of people's time and yourself. Freedom of speech allows individuals to speak and express their views without fear of retaliation, censorship, or legal sanction. Some say the internet has extended freedom of speech to everyone, but it is far from a panacea. Cyberbullies and online harassment have left many people questioning social media as a legitimate platform. There is difference about those things, pretty much helping each other out in civil way rather than aggressive way. Even if people that I don't know them, then there is still a chance for some people letting this issue go away. But the way you were acting is pretty much like you like doing some bad for your own benefit to just milking Bailey's past without you guys admitting that was you guys' fault. I know that she harassed some people and shit, but what if you also exposes certain people and you go and randomly screwing up friendship with somebody and you actually destroying their reputation just because they did something bad in the past? Did you have a life? They do take care of themselves, and they wouldn't exactly move from the situation that ever happened to the past. And yeah, we all human to it feelings and thoughts. So you think that you are not scared, but you pretty much don't know about what is going to happen to you whether you keep this up. We still stop this conflict between both sides, and it doesn't matter whether you tried to exploit everything. All of those videos that you make was completely just Bailey complaining. You didn't address the full platform on what you were doing, and pretty much you did not get evidence right. If I were you, I would be giving it details on where the screenshots are coming from and pretty much address something that is behind all the conflict. That means you can make whatever videos you'd like, but you should know that your actions have potential consequences. People might judge you or criticize your content, and you may even receive backlash and hate for what you say. When it comes to online freedom of speech, this freedom doesn't mean there will be no consequences for what you say. You can have your opinions, but other people have the right to voice their disagreement. Look, I am not supporting any sides with Bailey, Dreamer, or any YouTuber for exposing her. Just be glad that you are one of the people that can't accept the way people act. There's nothing you can do to stop it, and to be honest, if you actually got arrested for multiple stalking, invading someone else's privacy, or other shit that happened in the internet, then I wouldn't mind that people seeing you have a life sentence in prison. The only thing that Bailey wanted is to get help from other people or in real life, but you know you are truly trying to defend with other people's problems and have their ass whopped. But still, what she does isn't the same as you guys are doing. Actually, you can see it for yourself and you will know that you were wrong. Don't do a same mistake like those people like Skygarden or Dreamer or Rose Clearwater. They were gonna fucking it up by trolls, and possibly they got a strike or some videos got taken down. And I can tell one of them are being heartless. It's either could depends coming from any sides. So yeah, the death threats don't even work, and it's a matter of time that every trolls or people who disagree with that out there are more worse than you think. It's pretty much complicated on how dangerous things that happens on the internet, but you might be still being afraid that problem. No offense, dude, but things on the internet and the drama will make your life miserable as hell. You either have multiple options whether you could handle the criticism and stop the conflict, or just give up and accept the fact that there is nothing you could do anything to stop Bailey, or you can either see the consequences for yourself depending on those situations. Or you could either have problems with me, but I have no problems of letting others taking you down if you tried to threaten me with all bullshit that you were trying to claim about me, or Jenkins or Eilister, or Pyric and Twefton, or other people on Yit, and you beg for attention. Those are not my problems, it's yours. You are the one who's putting yourself in this, and you might be either Minecraft fanboy trying to start shit with other people and waste your time. Your choice! There's much you don't know much about. But some groups can be different as you face the wrong people posing themselves as cartoon police group where you might see them worse than that. So how about you research all of that and accept the fact about this will cause losing a lot of friends that to trust because of this situation like this. If you want evidence about the consequences, then I'll be right posting everything for you.
You didn't address any of the evidence. You called it an old drama I was reviving and moved on. That isn't addressing it. That's deflecting. As for why haven't I reported her content if she's a threat to minors? Because she's doing that in comments and a community tab, not in her videos. What are you? Blind and stupid? Or just ignorant and oblivious? And how do you know if I have or have not reported those comments and community posts but YouTube did nothing? I cannot make a police report for the minor. That is their choice along with their parents. If she keeps going though, the police will likely be called. I will admit that lately my callouts have been more showing what she's saying about me in my comments, but that is because it's a good example of her behavior towards people she disagrees with. If you disagree with her, she becomes someone willing to call you names and threaten you. Not be an adult and have a civil disagreement. I have not begged anyone to agree with me. You can and are disagreeing, and I respect that you have a different opinion than I do. I don't think you are correct when it comes to facts, but you can like Bailey and her content. That's your opinion and you have a right to it. And everyone who posts videos on YouTube wants attention. If you don't believe me, Bailey is a good example. So is Leo. He wants attention to bring people to justice, as well as do loonytoons for her to make a career out of it, and sound boosters because, I'll be honest, I don't watch his videos. My point being, everyone on YouTube posting videos wants attention. I don't want her channel gone. I've already addressed this though. Fun fact, Bailey has not ignored me. Everything I've posted she commented on. So, from now on I will be tagging you, Brian, every time she comments or adds me. So, have fun. Honestly, if I didn't have a community, that would be fine. Yes, I like the attention I get, but if I didn't enjoy making these videos, I wouldn't make them. I don't care about your videos on Dreamer. For the most part, this drama has nothing to do with that. The one I do care about is this one. This thumbnail depicts a Native American woman getting curb stomped, which, for those who don't know, is a hate crime. The action itself, I don't know the legality of its depiction in a thumbnail. I don't think she's a troll. Trolls wouldn't get as mad as she does for being called out. I am handling my own hate. What, are you a hater now instead of someone trying to give criticism as a commentator? Pick a struggle and stick with it already. Don't know if someone can take me down, but if this channel goes down, then there are others. You seem to have no idea what freedom of speech is. Yes, Bailey can call me names. Yes, she can say a lot and get away with it. No, death threats don't fall under freedom of speech. Usually said in a joking manner is iffy, and voice acting is something else entirely. I do have better things to do. As I said at the start of this video, I wanted to do something else, but Bailey kept on and forced my hand. Now after this video, I'll be going back to work on that one, and I won't be talking about Bailey in January unless she does something horrendous or keeps bothering me. Yes, freedom of speech protects you from the government, not me. If you call me a slur to my face, that is provoking me, and in the state I live in, I can legally punch you in the face for that. Which is why you exhibited it online. Congratulations. I wasn't in the past situation. Stop bringing it up like I was. I'm someone new. As for the milking Bailey thing, never word it like that again, and you mean like on LOL cow. You think I have friends other than the team? Yes. Ah! Yo! You guys can leave. Other than them, I wouldn't say I have friends. Also, good to know you are threatening me now. I'll add that to the list. Please, continue to dig yourself a hole. All actions have consequences, including yours, just like mine do. You most certainly are supporting Bailey's side and everyone, but you can see it. You sound like a broken record a lot, and I refuse to repeat myself to someone who won't listen. No offense taken. The internet makes many people miserable. I was once in a very dark place because of the internet. Not anymore. I'm much more in control of my emotions now and have a much smoother time online. I haven't played Minecraft since 2019. Never played story mode either, only played on the Xbox. I don't need to be a Minecraft fanboy to know what Bailey is doing is wrong and to call her out. Alright, we're done with that. Just checking on you. Have you eaten today? Staying hydrated? Do you have any medication you need to take? What about lip balm? Do you need it? Take a shower or brush your teeth?
I found out about Bailey by YouTuber on her channel about good Maxim YouTubers. She found me somehow, and she wanted me to join her Maxim Discord server. I felt like I couldn't say no because I was worried if she would spread hate towards me, so I said yeah. So I became a moderator on that server. I didn't really be active on it since I'm a minor, and I had school and other family-related things. I think that's all of my experiences with her. If you have any questions or concerns, you can tell me.
Would you be okay with me sharing this in a video?
I don't mind.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
Now, we are back with even more screenshots. But I wanted to let everyone know, my video still hadn't been primered yet. All of the previous screenshot happened while people were waiting on the video. It wasn't even the 22nd of December yet.
Doesn't matter who's innocent, you and Brian still continue to defend Bailey, who won't leave kids alone and making them feel uncomfortable. Brian Wiskett keeps saying he's not defending her. Well, that's some big BS right here. Same white knight play vigilante calling people out to leave Bailey alone, already aware what she already did. So you guys are telling us to ignore it like it never happened. And we're the bad guys for making the problem worse when we're actually trying to prevent that. Bro just copy-paste from his own community post.
Wait, he actually did?
These videos aren't necessary to do that. I gave no permission to use my profile picture in the thumbnail or in the video. Blue Spy is only making things worse with these disgusting videos they call warnings. If they wanted to warn people about Bailey, they should have made a post on Facebook and nothing else. If my profile picture isn't removed from the thumbnail in the video when it premieres, I'm filing another police report. What Blue Spy is doing is cyberbullying. It's not limited to name calling and teasing. Blue Spy is making videos to target people and berate them with no regard for their mental health.
I don't need permission to use your profile picture in a video or thumbnail like I have. It is public and I can use it as long as it's transformates. I don't have a Facebook. I won't get one again, ever. Plus, it wouldn't matter if I did because 1. No one in my circle associates with Bailey, and 2. The harassment started on YouTube. How are those police reports going? Not good, I imagine. Since you don't have the information you need to file a proper police report. No, I'm making call-outs and rants. Sure, they are harsh, but I've yet to cyberbully anyone here. As I said before, you need to get offline and spend time with your family.
Bailey has been harassing and stalking minors for years, and we have proof of every single instance. You really think every one of those children are lying about the death threats, the stalking, the art stealing? You really think they're lying about all of it?
Blue Spy needs more respectful ways to warn people about Bailey. The bastard didn't need to include me whether they thought I was defending her or not. If it's true, these videos still don't need to be made, especially when they include crap that they have no permission to use and berate people if they think they're defending somebody.
I'll be more respectful to you or Bailey when you and her are more respectful to me. Respect is earned, not given. Also, I'm no bastard. My parents were married when I was born. I need to include you for context and to show Bailey is someone who cannot fight her own battles for herself. Also, I need permission for everything, do I? Well then, this applies to you too. So please, tell me, when did Hasbro give you permission to make videos on their series? Or does it not count for a huge corporation? Well, when did you get Doe Walker's permission to make a video on the Nostalgia Critic? Please, provide the proof where you got permission from them. I'd love to see it. You can provide it as a screenshot in the community tab or you put in a video.
Lastly, I see that you misspelled lying.
Guess what? I have autism as well. I would never use that as an excuse to stalk and harass minors. I'm the same age as Bailey and I have autism like Bailey, and I would never do what she is doing. It's really disgusting how you think you can use that as a way of getting me. I'm not gonna stop now or anytime soon, cause an adult, autism or not, it's my duty to protect children from people like her and you. So take your excuse and shove it. I'm done with you. One last thing. It's Rich, you're calling me an edgelord, misgendering me, calling me boy when I obviously have sheer on my description. And go ahead and block me, unlike Bailey who'd whine and sigh about it. So go ahead, I honestly don't give a shit.
I could agree with that. Do you actually know this blue spy guy fan of Team Fortress?
No, I don't know him personally. I will file another police report if he doesn't remove my profile picture when his video primers.
And no one gave Brian permission to call people out who called out Bailey. And no one gave Bailey permission to constantly call out and publicly whine to minors over her community posts.
I've already asked how that police report is going, so how about this? How's your relationship with the police? I would hope good, as my relationship with them hasn't been the best. But this video isn't about me, so let's get to the rest of the video.
Now you're the third person saying it. This is also the reason why I've tried to warn you guys so hard to keep the situation better, but I'll get straight to you. The reason why I am warning you to keep you from getting involved and keep you away from the war you don't have a stake in. If you don't want to believe me, then fine, go ahead. I don't know if one guy here can actually track any other persons down, but that's totally not my problem. I have a right to address the criticism and evidence whether you guys like it or not when it comes to one of you two actually making response videos, and I'm not obligated to take those videos down. All of those is our free speech rights, unless one have realized that what you guys do is wrong. This is why some people can't stand here watch everything gets fucking destroyed.
You ever think there's a reason for 3 people to say the same thing? Or do you think these 3 different people are a part of a hive mind? Also, what war? There is no war on YouTube. If you're referring to me tracking people down, I can. I just need a little information on the person and I can find out a lot about them. Yes, you have a right to address criticism, but you have yet to do that with me. All you've done is say an old drama is dead, ignoring that this is a new drama. I also have freedom of speech to be making videos like this. I never asked you to take down any of your videos. You are starting to put words in my mouth, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. If what I'm doing is wrong, then your videos are also in the wrong. You can't say rules for thee, but not for me. It works both ways. You can't put rules on me without having them also apply to yourself. Now, I do need to apologize for the next screenshots. They were in my held for review folder and YouTube refuses to show me the whole comment.
Blue Spy, it doesn't really matter who or what you are or what fictional character you pose for to use for your bullshit videos. What matters is that you taking content from people and literally rant the wrong thing to say, and when you blurt them out like a complete.
What do you mean by fictional character? Could you point out where a fictional character has been in my videos? Taking content from other people is allowed. It falls under copyright and fair use. Do you not know how laws work? And perhaps I have said the wrong thing here or there, but my points aren't usually lost because of that. Usually they are easy to understand even if I slip up in my wording. For instance, if I say, Fat Brat, you probably know what I mean.
Well, you are just a pathetic edgelord anyway. That was a waste of time trying to convince you about the consequences that would happen to people who are messing around. And I don't know who the fuck you are, but I didn't know.
It cuts off, but I swear at one point it said I didn't know you were female, like an incel would say. However, my screenshot doesn't show it, so if you do not believe Brian said that, that is fine. Believe what you want. Take what I say with a grain of salt if I don't provide proof of some kind. Now for the pathetic edgelord stuff. If she is pathetic, why aren't you showing her pity? In fact, you are acting hostile to her, which is kinda the opposite of pity. Next is the edgelord part. Oh, look at that, it's you, Brian. You're explaining yourself now. In all seriousness, if this is what an edgelord looks like to you, then you have never seen a proper edgelord.
Is that what you're worried about? Freedom of speech and your way of helping others to stay out of it? You want us to just watch Bailey worsen the situation and expect us to do nothing for the better? What drug or BS philosophy you on? But we all know Bailey never gonna stop unless we do something, and the fact you decide to step in and be the ass version of Peacemaker, you think people who you call out really take your word for it? How would you know they didn't call you bastard behind your back afterwards? You don't. Funny how you would be nice to Bailey but not to everyone who call her out. This is not Canada, mate. Are you forgetting this is the reality we in? What a criticism is in your entire essay is basically you being a pick-me white knight. Did horrible job, play superhero. Couldn't come up with anything original, let alone copy and paste. There may be freedom of speech whatsoever, but there's no place for white knights like you guys to step in thinking you protecting someone. I'm sorry, mate, but Bailey not going to kiss you guys anytime soon.
What you are saying makes no sense. Don't arrest the murderer, you're only causing more drama. The freedom of speech? That's literally your logic. Like, fuck off. Have you ever thought that the reason why Dark Trooper is the third person who's saying it, maybe it's because you're wrong? Just a thought.
Blue Spy clearly has nothing better to do, so they steal profile pictures and bully people who don't agree with them regarding Bailey. I am still gonna make another police report if they don't remove my profile picture from the entire channel.
Stealing profile pictures insinuates I'm using them to represent myself and saying they are mine, which I haven't. But fine, after this video goes up, I'll delete all your comments and disallow you from commenting, so your profile picture will be removed from my entire channel. That should make you happy, yes? I'd only be doing exactly what you told me to do.
Calling out a creepy adult is nothing better to do, and I ran strange. Also, hasn't Bailey done the exact same thing when it comes to stealing profile pictures? Like, look at her YouTube, my guy! I'm an artist, and I know a whole lot more about copyright and such, and I can tell you, it isn't stealing. You just don't like the actions of your consequences. The internet is called the Thunderdome for a reason. Either put up or shut up. And you're one to talk about nothing better to do when you're taking a 17-year-old and some random people on the internet to court. All because we called out your crush for stalking and harassing minors. When we have proof, please, re-educate yourself. You're a freak.
When he called me the third person, does he mean he is threatened what I'm saying it's true, or the fact he couldn't keep his own shit together trying so hard to be civilized he most likely going to commit war crime? Either way, it sounds like Brian is threatening my freedom of speech. It's funny you made it sound like it's our fault for worsening the situation, but let alone Bailey do whatever she wants, even harming a minor. You're okay with a 26-year-old woman obsessing over minors? Why don't you tell Bailey the same thing, huh?
Literally, LOL.
I'd like to correct you on something. Bailey is 27.
They aren't doing anything illegal, so good luck with that, mate.
Just saying, you have no right to call me wrong about this situation. This is the reason why I should leave all this and walk away and not helping you guys about it. But now if I don't get involved, then this situation will get worse. Maybe instead of treating me like I am the real enemy of Bailey, I am trying to save your asses, or at least doing better, because this drama is getting old and tiring. I'm not against you, but I am also not in your side either. I'm only careless if Bailey trying to push someone to lose reputation or doxing someone. If minors are involved in this, tell them ignore and block her. If some people is being harassed by Bailey on group or on chat or on other platforms, just trying anything that gets her banned and not always completely out of the internet. She always gonna come back no matter how hard you guys tried. And not that hard. I didn't tell you guys anything illegally. I said that there's gonna be consequences, whether they are horrible people out there or worse than Bailey. But if you keep this up, then guess what? You will not know what exactly is going to happen. So I'm assuming that you guys can't even handle your own hate on some people and trolls as well. And you don't exactly act like adults ever, since one of you just desperate for attention. I know you guys just go over protecting children and all of that, but we do different way to keep everyone out of this situation for safety reasons, not defending Bailey. And I wish karma will get her unless she change her ways for a better.
Just saying, but they were allowed to call you wrong because they were using their free speech rights. So long as they aren't calling you a slur or something horrendous like that, then they can say a lot to you because of freedom of speech. Also, if you were trying to help, why did you call me the slur? It certainly makes me think you're against me when you call me a slur like that. And don't say you didn't, because this is a slur. It certainly seems like you are letting your emotions get the better of you because you can't white knight for your precious Queen Bailey. So you resort to calling people slurs. Then say you aren't on anyone's side. I cannot go to every minor individually and tell them to block Bailey. I'm an adult. That would be creepy and weird. So I put out videos that are public so kids can find the videos and come to their own decisions based on the evidence I provide. If they think she's a danger, they can block her. If they don't, then they now know what she is like, will do, and is capable of. While I want her off the internet, I know that's a tall order. If I could get her offline, then I wouldn't be making these videos. I'd be doing that, but here we are with me making these videos and her online. You may not have told us anything illegally, but a lot of your messages sure seem to have death threats in them. We seem to be handling the hate better than you are. We at least acknowledge what's said and address it rather than point to a past drama that has nothing to do with what's going on these days.
Again, you make absolutely no sense. And minors hey blocked and ignored Bailey. What does she do? Harass them. It's like I completely ignore everything Bailey has done because online bullying, wow. I genuinely do not care. I'm going to call out Bailey regardless for attacking minors because minors have ignored Bailey, and apparently I can't call you wrong, but you can. That screams words for thee and not for me. You're one to talk about not acting like an adult. Like, dude, you're talking to a 17-year-old and going cyberbullying the adult who stalks minors is bad. Like, I'm sorry that Bailey also has consequences of her actions.
First off, no one said you're enemy of Bailey, TF. Say that leaving her alone and assuming the best in her is coming from someone who defends her. Second, you said you're not on our side or against us, but you're trying to save us? You are making no sense when you could have directly messaged people in private who call Bailey out instead of publicly calling them out before like you wanted their attention, and look where we at now. That's why you got your peefy on the video, so why not blue spy? Third, just saying started to type entire essay. You keep saying one of us are obsessed with attention and made it sound like it minor's own problem and fault not blocking or ignoring Bailey. I get common sense. But are you even aware one minor couldn't sleep because of her? Bailey even tried sending candy to her address, and that doesn't seem creepy to anyone. Don't you think Bailey has done enough knowing the damage she caused?
Sure they aren't. There's nothing illegal about cyberbullying and stealing profile pictures, right?
No. No, there isn't. That's why I said it.
You are missing the point.
Also, they aren't cyberbullying. Bailey tells people she wants to kill them and to kill themselves, and you're defending her. It's that, not cyberbullying.
And this is coming from a man in his 20s that tried to take a 17-year-old to court. Oh, genuine question. How's that working for you? This man literally tried taking me, a 17-year-old girl, to court when he's in his 20s.
She ruined her own reputation, but being a danger to minors.
It is cyberbullying, and everyone should black her. Get her out of group and everything, then just be done with it.
That's sad. LOL. I'd say the few cops that are involved with all this are either laughing their asses off or tired of wasting their time. People do block her. She stalks and harasses them when they do. Everyone has already said this a million times. It's like y'all aren't listening.
Literally. He also deleted the comments where he threatened to take me, a 17-year-old, to court. If the police are going to look into anybody here, it would likely be Bailey and her goons.
Bailey ain't my GF. There are less destructive ways to deal with crap like this. Blue Spy has another police report coming their way, so sit back and enjoy the campfire. I will not stop making police reports until this channel disappears.
See, I knew that you guys gonna start attention towards me or other people. This time I'm only gonna do this once, and this time the premiere live stream of mine will be on January discussing these type of people like this thinking that people are abusing you or some shit when they already have warned you about it. It doesn't matter about the age. I'm almost in 30, but that doesn't mean that we also harassing children. People are giving you criticism and you guys making bunch of false accusations and making it excuses to take someone else's channel down. Block me if you wanted to. There hasn't been much to do with this platform. But if yet updating the blocking features to hide responses and videos more than on the chat, then I have no problem blocking you from entire G platform like it's on Google+. You will not gonna hear or obligated to respond to the conversation whatsoever. I've dealt different type of people who act in that way, and some of them been treated like an adult, so they could pay attention on things they would never done something twice. After I actually upload live stream against PS and his crew, then it would be for people or more on the stream discussing the issue before taking an action on what we will do with it. Causing any problems on chat will be immediately getting blocked without hesitation. I don't care what you say, but I'm just done talking here. You want us to show you a consequence? Then fine, then just don't cry to me and getting rid of people's rights if they were already done with this situation. They've got nothing to do with it. I'm done talking here. Good luck, punks.
So stealing is legal? Blue Spy's bullying her back, which makes them a bully too. They never told you that in grade school.
I can't even imagine a grown-ass adult calling the cops and sending a 17-year-old to court for defending themselves online cyberbullying. That's how downright goofy that sounds.
Which is that you didn't block her already and be done with it. Look, if someone getting stalked, they should either change their names or make a new one or change the security so people will not stalk them. But that's totally not my problem either, so I'm done talking here.
Well, now we can add victim blaming to the list of terrible things Brian has done. He does not care for anyone and thinks everyone else is the problem and should just move around the problem rather than actually fixing it.
They didn't steal anything? They never said your PFP belongs to them. No one is doubting it's yours. They're literally just showing it to represent you, because it is your PFP. It's literally not stealing.
So making unnecessary videos and stealing profile pictures is self-defense. Help me understand.
You spelled defense wrong. It doesn't have a C in it, it's spelled with an S.
They're bullying her for warning minors her dangerous behavior? Bro, tough. That's literally victim blaming. Children shouldn't need to change their names and addresses because of a grown woman online. It's her fault, not theirs. She should change, not them.
These videos aren't necessary.
Again, the videos aren't unnecessary. They're a warning towards people to avoid her. And also again, it's not stealing. They're just showing it to represent you. How many different times am I gonna have to explain this?
Because Elijah is a man-child. That's why.
It does not matter what they use the picture for or whether or not they claim it's theirs. They have no permission to use it. They're basically stealing my identity. If they are warning videos, at least state it in the title and the description.
Wow, are you nitpicky? No, I won't include that in the title as I only have so many letters for a title and it'd be too much to put what all these videos are in the title. I suppose I could put it in the description, but you should watch the videos and judge them based on the contents of the video itself, not the description or the title.
Jesus Christ, there you go again right after I said it. Whining over PFPs being stolen. TP. You're just crying over you being put in this video, and how is that identity stealing when that PFP literally represents you in it? TP. You're more worrying about you being included and getting a lollipop so badly.
By that logic, is Bailey stealing my PFP because she made a video with me in it? Why aren't you asking her to take her rant videos down when they're the exact same thing?
Then maybe you should watch the videos instead of just looking at the titles? Just because Bailey can doesn't mean she shouldn't. People have blocked Bailey. She won't leave them alone. If you're all for blocking, then why the fuck are you defending her? Like you know she's wrong. You are not going to sit there and victim blame because online bullying, why? You do not want to know the truth. You only warp it to how you want it to be. That is exactly what you're going. Everything just goes one ear and out the other. We have told you so many times that we have ignored Bailey and now you're running away from an issue you have encountered. That's perfectly fine. But don't expect us to give you the same treatment that you and Bailey have given us. Have a Merry Christmas. Hey Elijah, I doubt you answer this question, but I need to ask, what kind of police report are you making? I'm speaking from what kind of law you claim we're breaking, not that we're breaking anything. I mean, I need to keep up with information since you want to take me, a 17-year-old, to court.
Yes, Judge, I'd like to sue this 17-year-old because they were being a big meanie to me on the internet. LOL, I want to see that record.
Mlow, literally, though.
No need to tease me like that. I guess you like being a bully. How fitting! As for you, you're not guiltless either.
You literally defend a grown woman who stalks children and tells people she wishes they die over shipping characters. You calling me a bully doesn't faze me.
Okay, cool. You never answered my question. You are deflecting so you would look good. So why don't you stop tiptoeing around and actually answer my questions? Why do you keep deflecting?
I don't have to answer your questions. Let me enjoy the holidays.
I mean, you're the one replying, and yes, you do because you want to take me to court. You know I'm right. You don't answer my questions because you don't have a valid answer. Checkmate.
Just checking on you. Have you eaten today? Staying hydrated? Do you have any medication you need to take? What about lip balm? Do you need it? Take a shower or brush your teeth? Do you need to stretch? Sit up straight? What about a nap? There's more comments, I'm sure, but I don't want to wait and put this video together at the last minute, so we'll move on to another topic. Last time I showed a single screenshot of Bailey being controlling about her friends online, so let's return to that.
This is a huge no-no, Ham forbidding this. Even if it's online marriage, it's still the same as online dating. Solid, huge, flat no.
Bailey, please stop.
Why me friend Redacted got her feelings hurt because I got dumped her. I don't want this person to do the same situation either, no matter what happens either way.
I know, but the way you said it made you sound bossy.
There is more, obviously, but I wanted to ask, does everyone want to hear the rest of this? If so, I'll put it in a future video sometime. If not, then that'll be all from this. However, this will be my last video on Bailey this year, and so long as I am not pushed for a response or Bailey behaves, I'll be taking a break from her and her friends in January. I'll make videos about other things, such as varieties, a speed pent, possible Roblox drama, maybe talking about Dream. Who knows? So look forward to that and whatever else the future holds for this channel. If you want to make a request for a video, just ask. I'll look into the topic at least, though I make no promise that there will be a video on it. Bailey, if you've made it through the entire video to this point, I must tell you, I'll be watching. I really do hope you don't give me another reason to make a video on you while I'm on break. I'd hate to make another video on you so soon. That's not to say you can't make a video on me and my videos. You can, anyone can. But remember to be careful around minors. Now then, with that out of the way, do take care in the new year, everyone, and don't stay up too late if you have work in the morning. Au revoir.